Assalamualaikum dear students. Today in our online classes we are going to study about science. Okay, we have covered all the subjects. Today we are going to study what? Science. Yes, in science, first of all, look here, this is your science book. Okay, this is your class book which is of class 3. So today in this book there is a unit 1 which we are going to study today. That is unit 1, the name grouping living things. Okay, what is the name of the unit? Grouping living things. Okay, so all of you just open your book. Page number 2. Okay, so what we have to do? Grouping plants. First of all, we are talking about plants. We have to group plants. Plants are living things that can be grouped together based on ways they are similar. Okay, look at the plants on page number 2 and 3. Page number 2 and page number 3. Okay, there are some plants present, so we have to group them according to their similarity. For example, if I give you an example, there is a basket full of balls. Okay, so different colors are present for balls. So I just give you a task, just pick out the ball which is having the color black. So what you have to do, you have to pick all the balls which are colored black. Okay, so this is the similarity of the ball, that you have to pick only balls which are having the color black. So same, we are talking about plants. So we just take out their similarities and group them together. Okay, so let's continue. There are many plants. As you just move to your garden, you can see there are many types of plants. Some are tall and some are short. Okay, so we are first of all talking about the small plants. So as I have mentioned, plants are some are small and some are tall. So first discuss about small plants. You can see in your book on page number 2 and 3. There are many plants, okay? What is written? These plants are short. They are short in height, okay? So you can see these short flowers and you can just group them together, okay? So you can collect these plants and name them. These are the short flowers. The similarity of these plants are what? Yes, they are small. And if I talk about the tall plants, you can see these trees. They are tall. They are tall in size. So we can say these are big plants. Okay, so we can characterize or group these flowers of plants that these plants are tall in size. What we have learned? These plants are short in size, and what about these? They are tall in size. Okay, so what is that similarity? The plants which are short, we can group them in a particular place, that these are which type of plant? These are short type of plant, and these are long type or tall. Okay, so move towards page number 4. Plants can be grouped by size, as we have studied. Some plants are short and some plants are tall. The plants on this page can be grouped together because they are short. Similar in this page, the plants are short. So we have grouped, as previous, we have grouped the plants which are short. Okay, as we did the example in balls, we collect all the black color balls that are similar. Okay, so we have here grouped the plants which are small in size. Okay, now you can see on page number 5 a very tall plants. Okay, we call them trees. Look at this picture. Okay, there are 3 types of plants, trees. Okay, so these are tall in size. We have characterized the plants into 2 categories. Okay, one is short and one is tall. So this type we can call them short, yes. And what about this? We call them tall plants. Okay, so similar, one thing is more similar. Okay, open page number 6. Look at the plants on this page. Can you spot one way that the plants are similar? Now you can look these pictures. Can you say anything that how they are similar to each other? They are similar because they do not produce flower. Mostly you have seen in your garden plants having flowers with them. Okay, but there is no flower. So there are some plants which do not produce flower. So what we call to them flowers? What we call to those plants, we call those plants that do not produce flowers are called non-flowering plants. What we call to them plants? The plants which are non-flowering are called, yes, the plants which do not produce flowers are called non-flowering. And you can see on page number 7, there are many flowers. Okay, the plants which produce flowers are flowering plants. You can see a flower here also, here these are roses. Okay, so there are some categories of plants who can produce flowers. Last time we studied that plants, those who cannot produce flowers, these are non-flowering plants. But right now we are talking about the flowering plants. The plants which can produce flowers. So what they call? Flowering plants. Okay, so there is also a category. We can group these plants in 2 different ways. Okay, what we have learned? Some are small, some are tall. Okay, and the second thing is some are flowering and some are non-flowering. Okay, so what we have learned about flowering? The plants which can produce flowers are flowering plants, yes. And what about these non-flowering plants? The plants which cannot produce flowers are called, yes, non-flowering plants. The plants which are not able to produce flowers are called non-flowering plants. In the same category, we have discussed about plants. Okay. Now, same we are supposed to discuss about animals. Definitely, we have to group animals also according to their similarities and difference. As we have done the example of black balls, we have collect only one type of balls. Okay. So, we just make a group of the similar things. Okay. How can we make a group of different things according to their similarities? So, we have to group the animals according to their similarities. Okay. We have to take their similar things. And then we have to do what? We have to make them in a group. So, how we group animals? Let's read it. Open page number 8. Grouping animals. Now what we are doing? We are making a group of animals. You have many animals on your page number 8 and 9. Now we have to group them. There are many different kind of animals like plants. You can group animals that are similar to one another. Okay? You have to make a group of similar animals. Can you think of some ways to group the animal on page number 8 and 9? Okay, you can just think about it. How can you make a group of these animals which are available on page number 8 and page number 9? How can we make a group? There's some similarities on these animals. So, on this sense, we can make a group. Okay? You can also group animals by how they move, their body covering, the type of food they eat, the place they live in. We can characterize the animals in these categories. How? How they move, that how animals can move. The different things this present in the animals. Some move by their legs, some move by their wings. Okay, so The criteria is how they move. Number 2, their body covering. How their body is covered, whether with wings, whether with furs. Okay. Number 3, the type of food they eat. The type of food they eat. If they are eating the similar, so we can group them in a similar or same group. The place they live in. If they live in a same place, we can make a group of those animals. Turn the page. How animals move. Today we are going to discuss about how animals move. You can group animals by how they move. Okay, we are talking about their movement. The animals on page number 10 and 11. You can see these are the birds. And we know how birds can move. They have their wings which help them to fly. Okay. So these birds can move by the help of wings which helping them to fly. So their movements are same. They all having wings. Okay. This is the similarities between the animals of page number 10 and 11. So same. If we talk about the animals on page number 12 and 13, they are moving with their legs. Okay, you can see a giraffe and cheetahs here. They are moving with their legs. So we can characterize or group these animals that they are moving with their legs. Okay. Okay, class. So you have to do what in your... Yes, how they move. These animals can be grouped together because they use their legs to walk and run on land. You can see these animals: ostrich, horses, elephant and lion. These are having legs with them. So these legs help them to walk, okay, and help them to move. They can walk, run on land. Okay, if we talk about the animals which are available on 14 and 15, you can see they are in the water. Okay, so these are watery animals. Compare the animals on page number 14 and 15. Can you spot one way that they are similar? Yes, because these animals can be grouped together because they all move by swimming. They all live in water, as we can see in the pictures. Sea dragon, orca, downfish. These animals live in water. So definitely they need to swim. Okay. So these animals move by swimming. So what we have learned today, we are grouping things such as plants, animals, according to their similarities. So plants are small and tall, flowering and non-flowering. They are the criteria. We have talked about the movement of animals. Okay. So other categories we will discuss in our next class. Okay. But for this, you have to keep it in your mind that how these animals are moving. We have characterized the animals according to their movement. Okay. So you have to visit onto your nearest park and you just have to pick the animals that are flowering and non-flowering. Okay, just visit the nearest park and pick up the plants that are tall, short and flowering and non-flowering. You have to characterize. I will ask in your next class. Okay, and there is some homework for you, class. Now first of all, let's discuss how to maintain your copy. Okay, so you have to make as before title pages. First of all, you have to make a title page of first on your very first page. After that, you have to maintain the second title page of your topic name. That is unit number 1, grouping living things. Okay, so you have to make 2 title pages. After that, you are having a homework. That is do question number 1 till 5 in your copy. Okay. So you have to do 1 till 5 question in your copy. As you know, this is available on your portal. Okay, so you can copy it from there and do a very neat and clean work. Okay, up till then, Allah Hafiz and take care.